Hello and welcome to the Abundology podcast. My name is Renee Spears and I'm an abundance channeler and business mentor, and I help people be happy and have more money, love, time, and joy in their lives. I'm coming to you from a beautiful downtown Portland, Oregon, and this is the weekly energy update for the week of August 9th, 2020. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. Well, we have just passed the midpoint of summer, meaning that summer is half over and we're now moving toward fall. And we're starting to talk about back to school, and I even saw my first leaves that have been changing color this morning when I went on a walk. So fall is coming. And fall is one of those opportunities when we get to reinvent ourselves, especially this year after the past few months when we've had lots of internal changes and time to think and to be. You are a completely different person than you were in March, especially even after the last month or so when we've had lots of these unexpected endings. So you may have been feeling a little lost the past couple of weeks, like you're done with the past, but you're not quite sure or ready for the future or what's coming next. And it can be an uncomfortable feeling. The feeling of not knowing what's coming next can cause stress. Although we really never know what's coming next, this year takes it to a whole new level. And fall has always been a time of reinventing yourself. When you go back to school and you have new clothes and you find new friends, and then when you leave home and you go off to college, and then when you get a little older and your kids go back to school, or even when your kids leave home and to go to college or to move out. So we acknowledge that we've grown tremendously the past 6 months. So this is just time to start thinking about who you really are and how you want your life to be. And I know I talk about this every week, but this is it. We're finally coming to the point where we've the first couple let's back up a little bit. The first couple months of our quarantine, we're just kind of surviving and figuring out, how do we do this? Then we spent a little bit of time maybe in depression or overwhelm or out there at Black Lives Matter trying to make change. So even those times are ending now. And so we're coming to a new point where we realize, oh, this is it. This is what reality from here on out, for at least for a little while, is going to look like. So this is the time to start thinking about who you really are and how you want your life to be. Now, you don't need to take any action yet until you're ready. But right now, while it's still that slow time of summer, let's start to think about becoming more of yourself than you have ever been. And you still may be in this uncomfortable void space, and that's okay. So take advantage of this time by enjoying the last few weeks of summer. This is a break before things really heat up again in the fall. And this is also an opportunity to learn how to be uncomfortable. So many of us try to escape this feeling with overdoing, overworking, maybe overeating, too much wine, too much TV, too much gaming, focusing on things outside of ourselves. We just try to avoid the uncomfortable feeling. But our limits are really going to be stressed in the near future. So let's spend this wonderful time, these last couple lazy weeks of summer, learning how to be present and practicing being present and just practicing being okay with life, just as it is. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. It will not kill you. And we're going to start thinking about what's next and thinking about the new you and being more of who you truly are. Maybe you've realized during this time that you want more slow time in your life and less striving. Maybe you've realized that you want more time with your family and less time at work. This is your opportunity to embrace your truth. The New York Times had this great article this morning about wearing sweatpants forever, since nobody has a reason to dress up anymore. So if your goal, I have to say, I do like the casual dress. So the idea of wearing sweatpants or yoga pants, whatever you want to call them, forever sounds wonderful to me. So everything is changing, especially you. So let's start thinking about who we are becoming. This is a time to go all in on self-love, genuinely caring for and believing in yourself and your ability to create change for yourself. And we're starting to feel a little refreshed and ready to move forward. It's a good feeling. And don't worry if you're still uncomfortable, that will change soon enough. So every year, on or around the 8th day of the 8th month of the year, which would be August 8th, there is this cosmic alignment called the Lionsgate Way. And yesterday was the most powerful day of the Lionsgate Portal, which was 8/8. The Lionsgate is this time of increased cosmic energy that is flowing between the physical and the spiritual realms. So the Lionsgate Portal is activated by the numerology of 8/8, the sun in Leo season, and the rising of the star Sirius. So this combination of energy opens this portal that allows this high vibrational energy to be sent down to Earth. And that might be one of the reasons why I feel so incredibly great today. And yesterday was a great day, and the energy just feels like it's really shifted. So this Lionsgate Portal peaks on the 8th day of the 8th month, but we're likely to feel it before and after this date too, until around the 12th of the month. In numerology, the 8th day of the 8th month is a highly spiritual and charged time. And the Lionsgate is not just about numerology, but it's also about astrology, and it involves the sun and its ruling sign of Leo, like I mentioned before, and also the rising of the star Sirius. And Sirius is one of the brightest stars in the sky and is known as our spiritual sun. The ancients were very in tune with Sirius, and they believed it was the gateway to heaven and the home of these higher vibrational beings. They believed the energy of Sirius carried highly advanced wisdom that we could tap into and utilize when Sirius was strong in the sky. So that's why we're talking about right now at this time of figuring out and realizing and becoming who you truly are. The energy right now is there for this. This is the time. So Sirius rising at this time of the year was just a special sacred occasion. And it also marked the start of the new year. So here we are again, coming up with going back to school, it being like a fresh start. And then we have the Lionsgate Portal, which is the start of a new year. So this Lionsgate energy is all about awakening your divine light and embodying divinity within a physical form. So if this doesn't say truly becoming who you are, then I don't really know what does. So with the Lionsgate and then the beginning of fall, this is the perfect time to really finally become your true self without all the societal bullshit. So let's enjoy the last parts of summer and this abundant time as much as possible, knowing we have some intensity coming. So we'll appreciate this beautiful time as long as we have it. And we recognize that we still may be in the uncomfortable stage. And if you are, just knowing that it's coming to an end can probably make you feel a little bit better and be a little bit more reassuring. And if you're starting to feel that what's next energy coming, you are right on track. So I don't know. What I'm going to say is enjoy this time. Really appreciate this time because there's some more stuff coming and we may not get a break for a while. Allow this energy to awaken you to becoming who you truly are, sweatpants and all. As always, thank you for listening. I have a wonderful podcast that I'll post on Wednesday with the author Belinda Farrell, and she wrote the book of Find Your Friggin' Joy, which I love the title of that. We talk about Huna. So, yeah, she was lovely, and I hope you take a listen to it. I'll post that on Wednesday. So have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next week.